Hi everyone, it's the Mommy Podcast, jumping in here today with a poem. And I know you're thinking, what the heck? This is the second poem. What is becoming of this podcast? I think poems are very beautiful to center you in the now. I've been a big fan of poetry. I've come across a lot of ones recently that have really meant a lot to me, but also really slowed me down into the present moment and into appreciating where I am in my life with my children and myself. And I came across this poem from the Big Life Journal, and I'm not up to date with it enough with all of these trends and everything. However, they posted this, the Big Life Journal posted this and said that they did their own version. And I was in tears. It was so beautiful and so important for me to hear that. This is after the string of a lot of screaming. We have one going through the terrible twos right now. We have a lot of emotion, a lot of big energy, big emotion in the house with the kids as they're figuring themselves out. And this really just centered me back to being in this moment by putting me decades into the future. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce a poem for today's episode. And this is for all of the mothers out there that, you know, you might just be going through your days and busy, you're absorbing and consuming information, and you're being the best mother that you can be, and you're being the best you that you can be. It is also so important to stop and sit in those moments that you are fortunate enough to have with your kids, with where you are in your life right now. Hopefully everyone is happy and healthy. And it goes by so fast. Most of the time you don't realize that until you look at your phone and you go through photos and you think, oh my gosh, that was a year ago. Look how big they are now. So if this poem does anything for you, hopefully it centers you in the present moment, in the present time in your life. Okay. Here we go. I wake up to little hands tugging at the blankets. Mommy, wake up, they shout. I blink. I sit up slowly. My babies. They're small again. I gasp. I cry. They climb into my bed, giggling, wiggling. I used to rush through the mornings, but not today. I pull them close. I hug them tight. I kiss their messy hair. I hold their little hands. This time, I soak in every second. I catch my reflection in the bathroom mirror. No deep lines, no gray hair, my younger face. I used to think I looked old at 38. What a silly thought. I stare for a moment and think, you are so beautiful. I find my husband in the kitchen, making coffee. He looks strong, young. I wrap my arms around him so tightly. He looks surprised. Maybe we didn't hug enough back then, I think. We talk about the day, nothing big, but today it all feels big. I memorize the sound of his voice. We pile into the car, kids arguing over seatbelts. Someone drops a snack, crumbs everywhere. I used to get so frustrated. I soak in the noise, the chaos. I know my car will be quiet and spotless for many years to come. But I'll miss the mess. I will miss this mess. Dinner is loud and unorganized. No one wants to sit still. There's shouting, giggling, a little arguing, and so much life. I don't clean up right away. I just sit and watch, trying to burn it all into my memory. Before bed, I pick up the phone. I call my mom, and I hear her voice. Mom, Mom. I haven't heard this voice in so many years. I close my eyes and let her words wash over me. I tell her I love her again and again. I never want to hang up. This time, I don't leave anything unsaid. At bedtime, I don't skip pages in the story. Not tonight. I read every single word. Then I ask, can we read one more book? They say yes. I don't want this day to end. I got one more day, and this time, I knew. This was joy. This was love. Those little hands, the loud, messy dinners, our strong, young bodies with no aches or pains, our parents who are still alive. It all mattered so much more than we ever realized. Oh, I don't know why I keep doing this to you guys and to myself. God, I just feel a lump in my throat. But again, I'm doing it because it is so important to bring yourself into the present moment with how fast life is going, with all of the distractions that are thrown at us. Now, I should mention that the woman that is writing this is in her 80s, and she is reminiscing. She is talking back to herself in her 30s. So that is why this is so beautiful, because it is a moment in time, but it is a moment in time from way in the future. So wherever you are in the world, in your journey, I hope that this poem brought you right back, put your feet right in the dirt, and centered you in your world, that the time that you have right now is so special. It goes by in the blink of an eye. I am really honored to be able to have this platform, to be able to share stuff like this, because it means so much to me and it helps me so much as a mother to come across these things and to be able to share them with other mothers. So thank you very much. I am going to hold off on the tearjerkers for a while because I can't even handle it. So I promise for at least the next 5 episodes, I won't be doing that again, though I hope that this brought you a little bit of love and a little bit of joy into your day via the perspective of being an older woman. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy every moment of sunshine that you have today, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Talk soon.